They told me right from the get-go that I won't beat this. This would do me in.
Gillian Friesen's cancer journey began in June of 2012 after the second of 2 seizures that brought her to the emergency room of Health Sciences Center in Winnipeg. The diagnosis was stage 3 brain cancer, and the prognosis was grim. They
would start treatments only because they wanted the longevity and the quality of life. It was a shock. It was surreal. It was very surreal. And my life changed that day. Yeah. My family. I thought of my kids, and I have grandchildren, and it was hard.
Doctors prescribed an intensive treatment schedule.
Well, I had surgery on July 3rd of 2012, and they got 60% of it. And then they waited 3 weeks to recover, and then they started me on after the August long weekend, August 2nd. They started me on radiation and chemo at the same time. The chemo was, the radiation was 30 working days, and it was every day, and I had weekends off.
Friesen completed a full year of chemotherapy at the end of September 2013. A routine MRI this past November would bring another setback.
I have to have MRIs every 3 months, and so this one in November showed a regrowth, what they thought. But then I had another one at the end of January, and that it didn't show a regrowth, but a new tumor beside the old one. And so my options were either going back on chemo or doing the gamma knife. And I chose the gamma knife, so I had that February 13th of this year. And I had to go for an MRI that morning. And then beside the new one, there was just a tiny little one starting again. So yeah, so they zapped them, and now I'm waiting for another MRI for May 22nd. So
that MRI will determine the next course of action in terms of Friesen's treatment and the next step in her cancer journey, a journey that thankfully she hasn't had to walk alone. Friesen's son Ryan plays hockey with the Southeast Manitoba Blizzard. Last December, Ryan, along with his coaching staff, came up with a fundraising concept, Goals for Gillian. Blizzard players went door to door collecting pledges on a per-goal basis during the team's regular season, with the original goal being to raise $3,000. The idea took off, with members of opposing teams joining in the fundraising efforts. When all was said and done, the final total was close to $7,000, which was matched by a grant from Brain Canada, meaning nearly $15,000 will be pooled with other money raised across Canada to fund life-saving cancer research. Colette Taves, a fundraising coordinator with the Canadian Cancer Society, says that research plays a critical role when it comes to cancer survival rates.
Go back into the 1940s, the survival rate for cancer was 25%. Now, with all the research that the Canadian Cancer Society has funded, our survival rate for cancer is 63%, which is a huge difference.
Taves says that when you're talking about the multi-million-dollar research projects funded by the Canadian Cancer Society, $15,000 doesn't sound like much in the grand scheme of things. She says, though, it's critical to remember the importance of the power of one.
You know, it took one youth that his family is on a cancer journey. That one person got all his friends together, that one team put together a fundraiser which did raise $7,000. It was doubled by a matching grant, and then it goes into this bigger pool, and it makes a huge difference, just the power of one.
For Gillian Friesen, the way the community has rallied around her during her cancer journey has affected her deeply.
Very overwhelming, extremely touched, and yeah, you feel loved.
The Blizzard held their team wind-up recently, and Friesen took it upon herself to thank each member of the team personally, with letters written to her Blizzard family. And while she lives day to day with the uncertainty of her future, Friesen says she credits her relationship with God and the support of family and friends for helping her through the past 2 years.
I think there was one time in the fall, 2013, Ronnie and I were going for a walk one Sunday afternoon, whatever. And we had just both said, you know, like, I don't want to wait around, and he didn't want to wait around and watch me die. So we both decided told each other that we're just going to live each day as to the fullest, right? And that's how we've done it now. So, yeah.
For Steinbach Online, I'm Karen Black.